first transformation is y equal to f of x transforms to y equal to f of step x. This transformation. Okay. So how to do this transformation? So what we need to do is mark integers on x-axis. Mark integers on x-axis. Okay, then draw vertical lines. Then what we need to do is, so that this vertical line will meet the graph from the is intersection. What intersection? Intersection of these vertical lines and graph. From this intersection points, you should draw horizontal lines to meet the nearest vertical line. Okay, like that. The remaining part I will show how to solve. That is better, okay, than the theory. So we will start with a question. Draw y equal to e raised to step x. So what we need to do is first draw y equal to e power x. So we draw y equal to e power x. Okay. Then what to do? Let me make a big figure. Okay. This is e power x, not a perfect one. Equal to e power x. Now you mark integers -1, -2, -3. That's enough. -4. Here 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Then what to do? Draw vertical lines. So let me draw vertical lines through this. Vertical lines. Vertical lines you draw. Okay. Then what to do? Now you need to understand what is going to happen. This is very easy transformation. What is your function? Y equal to f of step x. What is the meaning of that? Input of f is step x. That is, it is always integer. For example, 0 less than or equal to x less than 1. In all these cases, your step x is 0. So what is f of x in this interval? It is f of 0. What is f of 0? 1. Okay. So what will be your f of 1.1? That is also f of step of 1.1. So which is f of, what is f of 0.1? It will be, what will be the transformation? It will be e raised to step of 0.1, which is e raised to 0, 1 only. So what will be the graph? This graph will be, what color? Okay, graph will be like this. Graph will be like this. This is your graph. Okay. Okay. Here at 1, what is the value? 1. This is the value. E raised to 1. That e raised to 1. E raised to 1. Okay. When x is from 1 to 2, it is completely e raised to 1 only. Okay. Figure is not good. It should be more steep. Okay. No issue. And at 2 to 3, what is step x? 2 to 3, step x is 2. So it will be e square. Completely e square. Like that it will come. It will be eq. This will be e power 4. Okay. Here circle we should put. Here also it will be like that. Like that. Okay. So this is the graph. So if I draw graph separately, it will be like this. Now without the help of parent graph also you can do. It's not that mandatory that you know the parent graph. You can just take when x is from 0 to 1, it is e raised to 0, which is 1. Okay, so like that also you can draw. So that's the graph like that. Okay. Okay. So I hope it's clear. Next one. Next one is y equals to step x all square and minus 2 to 2. Okay, you can draw y equal to x square, then you can do all these things. But my suggestion is, it's better you take different cases. That's very easy. It's very easy to draw. When x is from 0 to 1, what is step x? 0. So what is its square? 0. That's it. So what is the graph? 0. Okay. At 1, what is the value? 1. 1 to 2, what is step x? 1 to 2 step x is 1 to 2 step x is 1 to 2 step x is 1. What is its square? 1. So that's it. Just 1 over. At 2, what is step x? 2 2 square 4. This is 4. This okay 4. Let me. This is 4. This is 1. Okay. Left side, what it will happen? Minus 1 to 0. What is step x? Minus 1. What is its square? Plus 1. Okay. So plus 1 will come. So graph will be like this. Like this. Correct? Now minus 1 to minus 2. What is value of step x? Minus 2. Minus 2 square plus 4. So it will be plus 4. Okay. So like this. Not like this. Like this. Minus 2 it is 4. Clear? So this is the graph. Okay. Very easy graph. Okay. Next one. Next transformation is. So I hope it's clear. This is comparatively easier. Okay, I'm giving some homeworks. Sine of step x. Okay, sine of step x. Okay, x belongs to what? You can go with the minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Okay, this one. Sine of step x. Okay, otherwise we will do now itself. Sine of step x. How will be the graph? When x belongs to 0 to 1, sine step x will be sine 0, which is 0. When x belongs to 1 to 2, step x is what? 1. So sine 1 you will get. Now when x belongs to 2 to 3, what will be step x? 2. So it will be sine 2. When x belongs to 3 to 4, what it will be? Y equal to sine 3. Then 4 to 5, sine 4. Then 5 to 6, sine 5. And 6, it is sine 6. Okay. Like that you get. Okay, similarly left side also there. So I am not going to write all those things. Okay. So 0 to 1. 0 to 1 means 1 is 57 degree less than pi by 2. It is sine 0. So it is completely 0. Okay. Okay. At 1, what is the value? Sine 1. What is sine 1 value? Sine 57 degree. It is less than root 3 by 2. Somewhere here. Okay. So 1 to 2, it is like this. At 2 to 3, from 2 to 3, what is the value? Sine 2. Sine 2 is lying between 0 and 1 because 2 is 114 degree. So what is the value of sine 2? We don't know, but we can say whether sine 2 is greater than sine 1 or less than sine 1. You can draw this graph sine x here. I am drawing here. You can see that this is pi by 2, which is 90, and here you have what 1, and here you have 2, which is closer to 90 degree. 1 means 57 degree 14 minutes approximately. 2 is 114 degree and 28 minutes. So which is closer to 90? This is closer to 90. So sine 2 will be larger than sine 1. Okay, clear? I hope it's clear. So that we have. So here what we can do, sine 2 I need to mark. Sine 2 is larger than sine 1. This is sine 1. This is sine 2. Okay, 3. Now sine 3. What is sine 3? Okay, 3. Where is 3? This is 1, this is 2. 3 is what? 3 times 57. So it is 180, less than 180, 171 degree approximately. 3, yes. So approximately. So it is close to 180. So it is clear that sine 3 is smaller than sine 1, smaller than sine 2. Okay, so sine 3 is smaller than both of them. So sine 3 will be somewhere here. This is 4. Okay. Now 4 to 5. 4 to 5, what will happen? Left side you should draw by yourself. 4 to 5. This is 5. 4 to 5, what will happen? 4 to 5, it is sine 4. Sine 4, 4 means what? 4 is 4 into 57. Correct? Approximately. So it is 228. 228 is, when you look at this, here you have 270 degree. This is your 4. What will be 5? 5 will be 5 into 57, which is 228 plus 57. So 270 plus 285, I think, correct? 7 into 5, 35. Yes, 285. So 285. So this is 5. This will be 5. And 6 will be here. Okay. So it is clear that sine 4 is less than sine 5. Okay. So sine 4 is a negative. It is negative. Negative. Okay. And sine 5 is, sorry, sine 4 is larger than sine 5. And sine 5 you have. Okay. Then sine 5 to 6. This is 6. At 6, what is sine 6? Sine 6 is 6 we should find. 6 is 285 plus 50, which is 330. 330 plus 12, 342. So closer to 360. Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Closer to 360. So sine 6 is smaller than this. So like that it will come. Sine 6 is not smaller. Sine 6 is numerically smaller. But actually it is larger than both of them. Okay. So 7. Like that. Left side, how it will be? Just one part I will tell. Minus 1 to 1. What it will be? Minus 1 to 0. It will be. This is sine 4. And this is sine 5. And this is sine 6. Minus 1 to 0, it will be minus 1. So minus sine 1. Okay, sine minus 1. Sine minus 1 means this one. Somewhere here it will come. Sine minus 1. Okay, like that it will go. Okay. Minus 1 will come down because it is somewhere here it will go. Okay, 57 degrees root 3 by 2. So it will come down. Okay, like that it will go. So that's the case. Now if you want to know exactly which is larger and all, what you need to do is you need to take each value and just check how far it is from that 90 degree or 270 degree. From that you can decide. Okay then, so that's the graph here. Now next, now previous one, here what happens if I take its step, this graph complete step, if I take y equal to step of sine step x, it will be 0 to pi something you take, 0 to pi. If you take its step, what will happen? All this portion will become 0. 0 to pi, because everything is lying between 0 to 1. So it will be completely 0. So graph will be like this up to 4. Correct? Then this and this and this, it will be minus 1. Okay? Understood? If I take which graph I am talking about? Step of sine step x. Okay? The next transformation is y equal to f of x transforms to step y equal to f of x. This kind of graphs. Okay. So what we need to do is, first we should draw y equal to f of x. Then you see left side, you can see LHS. LHS is an integer, correct? Okay, so whenever f of x, delete the portion when f of x is not integer. Okay, so that is the logic here. Then what to do? Then you take the values of x when f of x is an integer. Okay, just like you mark integers on y-axis, then project it, draw horizontal lines. Whenever f of x is an integer, that only you need to consider. Then you draw a line perpendicular to x-axis. That's what we need to do. Okay. Okay, so we'll take an example here. Step y equal to sine x. That's the graph. So first you draw sine x. Okay. Like that you can take. This is 0. This is pi by 2. This is pi. This is 3 pi by 2. This is 2 pi. Now what to do? Okay. Mark integers. Only consider these points when it is integer. Okay. All others you delete. This also integer. This also integer. Now listen. Listen very carefully. When x is 0, sin x is integer. So step y equal to 0. So what is y? Y belongs to 0 to 1. Correct? I'll take it here. Okay. When x is 0, sin x is 0, step y 0, y belongs to 0 to 1. So when x is 0, all y from 1 to 0, all this some other color, All this will satisfy this condition. Okay, so 0, 1 will not come. Okay, which color I can use? 1 will not come, but all these points will come. For example, you take 0, 0.5. Will it satisfy this equation? Which equation? Y equal to sin x. Substitute. If you put x equal to 0, right side is 0. If you put 0.5 instead of y, you will get 0. 0 equal to 0. So it satisfies. Now 0.009. This will satisfy? Yes, it will satisfy. So all these points will satisfy. Understood? Now what to do? You take pi by 2. At pi by 2, what is sin x value? 1. So this is, you put x equal to pi by 2. If x is pi by 2, what is sin x? Sin pi by 2, which is 1. So what is your step y? 1. So y belongs to what? 1 to 2 open. Okay, so this is 2. 1 to 2 open. 2 is open. So graph will be like this. Okay. Then at pi, again the graph will be like this, pi. Then pi to 2 pi. Sorry, at 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2, what is happening? It is minus 1. Step y will become minus 1. Y is minus 1 to minus 2. So graph will be like this. Correct? Sin pi 0, step y 0. So we got like that. Okay. X is 3 pi by 2. I'll write here. X is 3 pi by 2. So what is sin x? Minus 1. So what is step y? Minus 1. So y belongs to minus 1 to 0. So like that it will come. Okay. Now 2 pi, what it will be? Same as the other one. Okay. So here minus pi by 2, what will happen? Same as 3 pi by 2. Minus pi by 2, same as 3 pi by 2. Okay. So this is how the graph will be. So I hope it's clear. Okay. So next one. Okay. Next one, we can draw step y equal to sin inverse x. This graph. Try this one. Okay. After this, step f of step x, those kind of graph, then fractional part. Okay. Then it's over. So step y equal to sin inverse x. So what is the first step? Sin inverse x graph 0, 1, minus 1, pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. Like this, not correct. Like this, correct? Okay. See, I marked minus 1 extra. You see, that's wrong. Automatically, when I complete the graph, it became correct. Okay. So we have this. Now what to do? Sin inverse LHS is integer, RHS should be integer. So sin inverse x should be integer. When sin inverse x is integer at 1, so mark integers minus 1. Not at 1, when y is 1. Okay, if y is 1, that is sin inverse x is 1, then what is x? Sin 1. So what is this? Sin 1. Similarly, y is minus 1, that is sin inverse x is minus 1, then what is x? Sin minus 1 or minus sin 1. So what is this? Minus sin 1. Now what to do? domain of this, I am not telling it as a function, but this expression, that is x values, will be x equal to sine 1, 0 and minus sine 1. These are the only x values, because all other x values, for all other x values, sine inverse x is not an integer. So it is not in the graph. So now when x is 0, what is sine inverse x? 0. So what is step y? 0. Step y 0 means y belongs to 0 to 1. So graph will be like this, correct? Now at the sine 1, what is happening? It is 1. So 1 to 2. This is 2, this is 1, 1 to 2. Okay, minus sine 1, what is happening? It is minus 1. Minus 1 means minus sine 1. So like this, okay. This is minus 1. Clear? So that's the graph. So I hope it's clear. Okay. Now next is step y equal to step f of x graph. More than theory, these things are understanding. All these questions are understanding what is happening and all. Okay. Next. What is next? Step y equal to step f of x. This one also you draw y equal to f of x, equal to f of x, then y equal to step of f of x, then step y equal to step of f of x. That's it. Here one thing is, here you see f of x is not an integer, then not a problem, because step f of x will make it integer. Both LHS and RHS both are integers. So if f of x is not even an integer, but step will make it integer. So step will make RHS integer. Okay. So that's not an issue. So now we are going to draw this one. So example, step y equal to step sine x. So what to do? Step sine x graph, you should mark. Step sine x graph we already did. What is step sine x? 0 to 1? It is 0. It is 0, correct? 0 to pi by 2. Then this is pi 1. Then 5 to 3 pi by 2, it is completely minus 1. Okay, I am drawing only this because the graph is just repetition of this. Now this is y equal to step of sine x. Now what to do? It's step, okay? It's step you need to use. This, I didn't see much questions using this concept, but we are just studying, okay? And they can ask, but only few questions we need to do. Okay, now step y equal to step sine x means you take x equal to pi by 6 to understand the concept. So step y equal to what? Step of sine pi by 6. Step of half, which is 0. So what is y? Y belongs to 0 to 1. So at pi by 6, what is the value? Y can be 0 to 1. So like this. Not just pi by 6, everywhere. So entire area it will come. Like this it will come. What is this? Top. Okay, this top will be 1. That is not included. Okay, like this it will come. But at pi by 2, this is not the graph. At pi by 2, what will happen? It is, you can substitute. When x is pi by 2, what is step y? 1. So what is y value? 1 to 2. Okay, so it will go above. Okay, set it, here it will come like this. Then what will happen? Except that point, again it will come like this. Okay, like this until pi. This is pi by 2. This much gap is not required. For you to understand, I have drawn. Okay. Now what will happen? Pi to 2 pi, pi to 3 pi by 2. Pi to 3 pi by 2, it is minus 1. So you can take a value 3 pi by 2 you take. When x is 3 pi by 2, what is y? Step y minus 1. So what is y? Y belongs to minus 1 to 0. So how will be the graph? Graph will be like this. Below it will come. At pi it will be 0, correct only. After pi it will come down. Three pi by 2 until 2 pi, correct? Like that it will come. Okay. Okay. After 2 pi this graph will repeat. So that's the graph. Okay. Clear? Okay. Now next one is fractional part x related graphs.